I think some big changes are happening here in Goland. So one of the reasons I have never been able to really build a bigger app in Go is that the abstraction level haven't been sufficient enough for me to actually get more stuff done. I can't leverage the abstractions because there's not that many. And this is also one of the beauties of Golang is that there's not so many abstractions, and this makes it very easy to get new people on board, but it also hinders your productivity. So in Python you can get a lot more things done. In JavaScript you can get a lot more things done because you have all of these abstractions, but they also will hinder your long-term success. But I think that's gonna change now, and I'll show you why with this cool little pattern I found here. So I have here, and this you have been able to do, but not a lot of people are doing this, it seems. I have this one here called user or 401 for my handler here, and basically what it does is that user authentication, and then it just passes it to this function, so I don't need to do that in the function. But I was always annoyed that I have to always do this here. There's a risk that I forget to check the error, like if I'm lazy. Maybe I check here, maybe I forget like how this should this be JSON or should it be form, etc. Maybe I forget to return here. Maybe I want to return JSON sometimes or HTML another time, and I don't want to do that every time. I don't want to write that code every time. Of course I could make some functions and stuff like that, but it would be pretty cool if I could just say form and then here, and then like I could do like a form and fail here, form or fail, like so I do new project form. If I could do this here, that would be real nice, and it's actually possible now. So if I just go here and I'm copy pasting here this one here, because we can reuse most of this. So if I copy paste this one here and I call it form or fail, with generics we are actually able to say, hey, I want this to be like a generic any form here, and this is supposed to take a form t, and then I can just remove this here because this is specific for this one here, and I'll remove all of this code here. Actually just all of this here, I just need the wrapper. And now I can actually just move all of this in here. Boom. Let's see here. Boom. And I can say that this is a form of T and this should bind. I say this is an invalid form. I can do a lot more complicated logic here. And this is what I normally would do in Python, for example. And then here I can just say, hey, I want to run F with C. And before that, I just set the form here to be form. Now I can actually take this one here and I can do a C must get form. And I have to cast it to a new project form. But this here will save me at least 6 lines of code, but probably end up 10 lines of code. And you can see here, this is basically half the size now. Half the size. And if we see here, compile, and it seems to work. So this little toy project here will probably get a little bit more attention in the future, but you see here that like just leveraging a small little new thing that Go have done, it's really increasing your productivity, because now every time you need a form, you just put it here and that's it. Like you also have to put it here, but it's very little need there is for you to write all this kind of code. And when you compare code lines and conciseness with Python or JavaScript, sorry, not Java, but when you compare it there, like it's almost on par. And so now you don't really have this problem anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to show this. This is like a super cool feature with generics.